5, we're expecting the Minnesota Supreme Court to issue a decision on 2 permits for PolyMet's copper-nickel mine tomorrow, what it could mean for the project's future. Plus,
coming up tonight, Sun Country Airlines adds more flights out of the Duluth International Airport.
And in Wisconsin, the governor is putting a focus on making sure first responders have access to mental health services should they need it. And later, it's no secret the apps we use track our online habits, but that could be changing for those who own an Apple device.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from the White House where President Biden unveiled new mask guidelines. We'll have the full story in just a few minutes. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. A big announcement at the Duluth International Airport today. They're adding 2 new non-stop flights to 2 new locations. CBS3's Emma Quinn joins us live from DLH. Emma, sounds like travelers can start booking trips to a few new warmer destinations.
So, Kristen, Sun Country Airlines announced this morning they're adding 2 new destinations flying from Duluth to both Phoenix and Fort Myers starting in December. And now those are nonstop direct flights. Those will occur on Mondays and Fridays. And the airline and airport first began talking about this expansion about 4 months ago. While the Duluth airport saw a nearly 60% drop in passengers during the pandemic compared to 2019, they say 2019's passenger totals were among the highest the airport has ever seen. Now, Sun Country reps say that proves there's a demand for more flights, especially to those warmer destinations. Airport officials say there are many people living in the Northland who travel to these warmer destinations during those winter months, but hope these flights can serve as a weekend vacation destination just as much.
We're excited. This announcement's coming at a great time for us. We know that leisure travel is going to remain strong through the rest of the year, and this region will be no different.
Now, airport officials are hopeful this expansion will help with the economic recovery as the air travel industry was highly impacted due to the pandemic. Now, Kristen, Sun Country also has a partnership with the landline bus services, and they announced today that they'll be adding 5 stops or increasing those stops from 2 to 5 from MSP to Duluth. So we can expect even more buses coming to and from Duluth as well as 2 new flights.
Emma, we reported in the past how the Duluth airport was working to add flights to Denver, Colorado. Are there any update on those plans?
So, Kristen, our airport officials said this morning they did submit their grant applications to the Federal Department of Transportation, and in the next couple of months they expect to find out if they were approved or not.
All right, Emma Quinn at the Duluth airport for us tonight. Thanks, Emma. Duluth police are still investigating after they say a man was shot downtown. It happened around 8 this morning near 2nd Avenue East and 3rd Street. Witnesses say the victim left the scene on their own. Police say another person eventually dropped the victim off at the hospital, but he left without being treated. At this point, we don't know if the people involved knew each other or what led up to the shooting. Police are still investigating, but they don't believe there's a threat to the public. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Duluth police. Derek Chauvin's sentencing date has been pushed back by about a week. The former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murder in George Floyd's death was supposed to be back in court on June 16th. That new date is now June 25th. Court records say it was moved for a scheduling conflict. Now that Derek Chauvin has been convicted, attention is turning to the trial of 3 other officers charged. Former Minneapolis police officers Jay King, Thomas Lane, and Tu Tao go on trial in August. They're charged with aiding and abetting murder and manslaughter in the death of George Floyd. All 3 have already tried to shift responsibility to Chauvin. Chauvin was found guilty on 3 charges in Floyd's murder last week. Legal experts say they'll be watching what kind of prison time Chauvin gets. They also say since it took jurors less than 24 hours to reach a verdict, it could ratchet up pressure for a plea deal for the other officers. It will now be easier for first responders to get mental health help in Wisconsin. Governor Tony Evers signed a bill today helping those workers who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder file workers' compensation claims. Right now, police and firefighters must prove they're suffering more emotional stress than what they typically feel in their day-to-day life. But under this bill, responders diagnosed with PTSD only need to show evidence they're suffering. The bill guarantees up to 32 weeks of pay. We're learning more tonight about the third Minnesota child to die of COVID. State health experts say the child was a first grader in Marshall, Minnesota. They died on Sunday. The child did not have underlying health conditions, and they don't know how they caught the virus. 22 students and staff at the elementary school are now quarantined. They plan to continue with in-person learning. The Biden administration is unveiling new mask guidelines today, especially for people who are fully vaccinated. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
President Biden asked all Americans to wear masks for his first 100 days in office, and now his administration is relaxing some of those recommendations.
Starting today, if you're fully vaccinated and you're outdoors, you need, and not in a big crowd, you no longer need to wear a mask.
Fully vaccinated people can now take off masks while exercising outdoors, attending small outdoor gatherings with a mixture of people who are vaccinated and unvaccinated, and dining at outdoor restaurants with friends from multiple households.
We know that the virus spreads very well indoors until more people are vaccinated. And while we still have more than 50,000 cases a day, mask use indoors will provide extra protection.
The new guidance comes as the administration redoubles efforts to reach out to those who are reluctant to get vaccinated.
This is another great reason to go get vaccinated. Now.
The number of daily doses administered fell from a high of about 3.5 million 2 weeks ago to 2.7 million on Monday.
The federal government stands ready to help states put shots into arms as quickly as possible.
The CDC says there are 7 states, Alabama, Alaska, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, West Virginia, and Wyoming, now administering less than 70% of doses delivered. Most states are still above 85%. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The CDC announced it is seeing a 21% drop in new coronavirus cases across the country as compared to last week. Michigan continues to see more new daily cases than any other state, but it too is seeing a drop in new infections. Dave's here now for a first check of the weather. Dave, didn't seem as gloomy out there today as it did yesterday.
No, for a lot of Minnesotans, the rain has held off. We were looking at a 40% chance for it to reappear this afternoon. And there's still a 30 to 40% chance it will for Minnesotans tonight. But it's a better chance, a 60% shot for Wisconsinites and people in the UP to keep getting it. And according to the Doppler satellite map right now, well, they're getting it towards places like Hayward and Cable. Not overly heavy, but reasonably persistent. Let's take a live look at what's going on I-35 just south of Carlton, and traffic's moving pretty well and holding to that theme of the rain being a little bit more rare for folks in Minnesota. Sky is still gray right now, but tomorrow things are going to change towards the sunnier. Tonight, after the 30% or so rain chance, low temps to low 30s. Tomorrow comes up mostly sunny and mild with a high of 55. That's where we're supposed to be this time of year. Will it get even warmer for the weekend? I'll talk about that with the 7-day forecast in just a couple more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, looking for ways to enjoy some outdoor fun? Well, bike trails are now open in Cable. City by City is next. And tonight at 6, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is calling on Republicans in the legislature to quickly pass police reform. His message at 6.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Baki. And weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS. 0% financing is back on any new 2021 Prius at Cary Toyota in Superior during the month of April. Or enjoy 0.9% financing on the 2021 RAV4, Avalon, Camry, or Camry Hybrid, as well as 0.9% financing on the Corolla family. Rule the road in a new Supra with low 1.9% financing. Also available for new Highlander and Highlander Hybrid and the all-new Venza and Sienna. Inventory is shrinking fast, so hurry to Cary Toyota in Superior to kickstart your 2021 summer driving pleasure. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
We pick up the phone because it's ringing. Hello, this is Sam. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
Is handcrafted for every lifestyle, making memories since 1882. In store at 365 Canal Park Drive or online at DuluthPack.com.
It's a great time to join the Jeff Foster family. We're proud to announce our new pace-setting driver compensation plan for OTR and regional drivers. We offer a flexible, family-friendly work environment where you are a name, not a truck number. To learn more, please call Layla at 800-669-5043 today.
Home Furniture supports our communities through a number of local charities. Hi, I'm Kyle Johansson. When we lost my grandmother to ovarian cancer, Home teamed up with MOCA to help find a cure. Every May, we take our support into the showrooms, make a purchase at home, and donate $10 to MOCA, and we'll give you an additional 10% off our sale prices.
It's a great time to buy something new for your home and help fund an early detection test for ovarian cancer.
Give $10 to MOCA, and we'll give you an extra 10% off the sale prices at home.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from the High Bridge in Virginia. Dave will be in with this week's forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. Treat yourself and a loved one to a wine night on the North Shore, plus a favorite Duluth malt shop is now open for the summer. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Our first stop is in Cable, Wisconsin, where the trails at the Cable Bike Park Challenge course are now open. All are welcome to take their bikes and have some fun in the sun. You can donate to Cable Bike Park to help start more new and fun projects. Details on how to donate can be found on our website. Over to Lutzen now, where you can take your special someone out to the North Shore for date night at the winery. The event is free and will be on April 29th from 6 to 8 p.m., accompanied by live guitar music from a local musician. More information about reservations and location can be found at CBS3Duluth.com. Last but not least, in Duluth, one of our favorite ice cream shops is back open for the summer season. The Portland Malt Shop on Superior Street announced their opening on Facebook. Right now, they're open until 8 o'clock. They'll extend their hours for the summer starting next week. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a big decision could impact PolyMet's proposed mine. The state Supreme Court's expected announcement next.
Well, yesterday we only made it to 34 in the Twin Ports for the high temp. Today we crept up to 41, which is still cooler than the normal of 55, but I think we'll go back to normal tomorrow, and inland areas away from lake influence could crack the 60s. We'll talk about how long that dares to stick around coming up after the break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let A1 Movers help bridge the gap from your old house to your new home. We have the tools for all of your relocating needs. Big or small, we move them all. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, we help get you where you need to go as safely and efficiently as possible. A1 Movers specializes in making hard work easier, saving you time and your back. To schedule your move, call or visit a1movers.org today.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu will take you right into summer. With out-of-this-world brownie batter, iconic drumstick with peanuts, plus favorites like cotton candy, raspberry fudge bliss, and an all-new lineup for all the summer you crave. The new DQ Summer Blizzard Menu. Summer's best moments are just one bite away. DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Dude! You gonna pick that up? Because there's no poop fairy to do that for you. See? Take these. They're not just poop bags. They're pride bags. Because you're doing the right thing for your neighbors and for the health of the whole watershed. Gotta fly. There's a Chihuahua cranking one out in Leicester right now. There is no poop fairy.
Thursdays are a favorite day at Fond du Lac Casino with Kiosk Cash.
Coming up tonight, Sun Country Airlines adds more flights out of the Duluth International Airport.
Tonight, we could still have clouds and a couple of showers, but tomorrow, a different style of weather is coming to town.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Temperatures today, well, on the fringes of our region, they're starting to creep back towards normal. But thanks to a little bit of lake influence, cooler by the lake has ruled the roost yesterday and still today, but should lessen its grip at least a little bit come tomorrow. So high temp so far today, only 40 by the lake in Grand Marais, only 39 for Park Point, 40 for Hermantown, 41 in Superior and for Ashland. But getting farther inland, well, 47 for Watersmeet, 46 Hayward, 48 Siren, and 54 in Big Fork, not too bad. 57 in International Falls is a sign, though, what's coming our way. We are warming up, and by the weekend, I think all of us could be pushing into the 60s. And we'll talk about if that stands or falls come Sunday in just a little bit. Right now, we've got the current conditions at the airport in Duluth, and it's only 37 degrees there at the moment. Relative humidity is 89%, so still a bit thick, but it's come down a little bit, enough to put away the fog threat that we did have this morning. Easterly winds going 11 miles per hour, though, trying to keep the fog up by putting in fresh moisture. And the air pressure starting to creep upwards at the surface, but still a bit low aloft, and that's keeping the sky on the gray side. Till tomorrow, when we do start to clear up. We'll talk about why in just a bit. Current look at the temperature says the UP is going anywhere from 36 closer to the lake to 46 inland. Wisconsin's running 38 or so by the lake to 41 inland. And northern Minnesota, cooler by the lake, only in the 30s, but we're seeing the iron ranges pushing towards the lower 50s. And like we saw earlier, mid-50s to upper 50s towards International Falls. Tomorrow, 55 is the normal. I think a lot of us are going to get that. So it won't stay chilly forever. And it won't stay cloudy forever either. We do have clouds right now from the tail end of yesterday's low pressure system, and it's bringing a 30% chance for showers tonight for Minnesotans and a 60% chance for more for Wisconsin and for the Upper Peninsula. And there are some slightly more rambunctious sectors to this wave of precip for Wisconsin, Michigan. So especially towards southern Iron County, we'll have to watch out for some thunderstorms here tonight. But for Wednesday, we talked yesterday about a race between a high and a low. For Wednesday, the high is going to win. It's going to clear us up, and it's going to make us dry. Come Thursday, there's a slight chance the high fades enough for that low pressure system to bring back a chance for showers. But on Thursday, it's only a 30% shot. And then we go back towards sunshine on Friday, even Saturday, and we cross into the 60s. It'll be a pretty nice start to the weekend, but maybe not finish. So tonight, 30% rain chance in Minnesota, low temps in the 30s. For Wisconsin and Michigan, 60% rain chance, lows about 34 to 40. And looking at tomorrow's Wisconsin-Michigan forecast, that high makes it mostly sunny with 50s by the lake to 60 inland. And for Minnesota, 40 to 50 by the lake and 55 to 63 inland. Mostly sunny sky abounds, but then takes a break on Thursday when it becomes partly sunny with that shower chance. But the highs tomorrow and Thursday are near normal, 55. Sunny and 57 Friday, mostly sunny on Saturday. Kristen, 65 degrees even here in the Twin Ports. Up towards your neck of the woods inland, towards the Mesabi Range. You know, we just might be threatening 70.
Ooh.
for a day, because then temperatures go down as early as Sunday and our next rain chance comes around.
Dave, you just made my day. I think that Saturday temperature went up a little bit even from yesterday.
Yeah, the data has changed a bit since yesterday, so temperatures have gone up and rain chances have come down.
All right.
And, you know, after a couple of rainy days, we can enjoy this break from precip and not feel guilty about it.
Exactly. Let's just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave. We are expecting a big decision from Minnesota's highest court tomorrow that could have a major impact on PolyMet's proposed copper-nickel mine. The state Supreme Court is expected to issue its decision on PolyMet's permit to mine and dam safety permit. The Minnesota DNR issued the permit back in December of 2018. It's one of the last permits the company needs to move forward with its North Met mine near Hoyt Lakes. But environmentalists worried about that project's potential impacts swiftly challenged the permits in court. PolyMet has been planning for this project for almost 2 decades now. I recently spoke with the company's CEO and president, John Cherry, who said he's optimistic about the court's ruling.
We're very excited. We want that decision. We're confident that we'll have a very good decision on that, and we can't wait to see it.
That announcement from the state Supreme Court is planned for tomorrow morning. We will be following it very closely and will bring you updates as they come in. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Precious Paws Humane Society of Chisholm. This is Wind Chill. We have featured him before, but he hasn't been adopted yet. He was rescued during the extreme cold, which earned him his name. He is a gentle, friendly tabby with big green eyes. Wind Chill is a calm guy who will make a wonderful companion. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt him, then you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, app tracking and targeted advertisements, how that will change for Apple device owners. And demands for justice in Andrew Brown's death, the results of an independent autopsy. Next.
The world changed in an instant, but at MediaCom, we were ready. And as internet traffic increased, we never slowed down. Schools and businesses went virtual, and we powered a new reality. For more than 20 years, we've been building a future-ready network to keep you ahead of it all. And now, MediaCom will be among the first to take you to 10G. We're making the next giant leap forward in internet technology and taking you further than you can imagine.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick parks itself. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
Kind of got a sixth sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah.
So you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get $2,700 purchase cash on Encore GX models. Plus, current eligible Buick owners get an additional $750 allowance. Visit your Lake Country Buick dealer.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and discoverwisconsin.com. Plus, subscribe to the Cabin Podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
It's a vintage shopping extravaganza at the Junk Hunt, coming soon to the Duluth Deck. Come find your next repurposed treasure with over 100 booths to choose from. The Duluth Junk Hunt, April 29th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and April 30th and May 1st from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go online now to reserve your time.
Attention everyone on Medicare. Did you know that millions of Americans over 65 on Medicare may not be getting all the benefits they deserve right now in 2021? With all the news about the virus and vaccines, everyone eligible for Medicare is encouraged to call 800-758-2204 now for your free, no obligation Medicare benefits review. 2021 is here. You may be able to save money and receive additional benefits like home prescription delivery and expanded at-home telehealth visits. Call now to find out if you're eligible for a plan that includes benefits like free hearing aids, free eyeglasses, free meal delivery, and free rides to medical appointments. You may also be eligible for $0 monthly premiums, $0 deductibles, or $0 copays, plus benefits including dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. You don't get these savings and additional benefits automatically, so call now. There is no obligation to enroll. The call and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. Call 800-758-2204. 800-758-2204.
Kristen Vaki is as local as our evening news.
I'm from here. This is my home. I learned how to do a left-handed layup right there. At that hoop, that exact hoop.
Covering the communities she calls home too.
You know, there's nothing phony about it. That's who she is. She's just a natural at it, so I enjoy watching her because she's so good at what she does.
Leaders at Hibbing Taconite are scrambling the Menorca mining, family heritage, and iron mining history.
For everything local, watch Kristen Vaki on Live, Local, CBS3.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Relatives of a black man shot and killed by sheriff's deputies in North Carolina are releasing the results of an independent autopsy. Sheriff's deputies were serving Andrew Brown with a warrant on felony drug charges last Wednesday. They shot him as he tried to drive away. On Monday, his family viewed a small amount of body camera footage. Family members say the video shows Brown had his hands on the steering wheel at the time. They are demanding the release of the entire video. Brown's death has led to days of protests and demands for justice in Elizabeth City. The county sheriff's department there says officials have filed a motion to release the footage, which needs a judge's authorization.
We will comply with the judge's order. Those people who claim the sheriff's office has the ability to release either don't know North Carolina law or they are trying to purposely inflame a tragic situation.
7 deputies are on leave pending the results of the investigation. It's no secret the apps we use track our online habits and build a profile that is used to send us targeted advertisements. But Nancy Chen explains how that will change for people who own an Apple device.
iPhone and iPad owners are seeing something new when they open an app on their device.
It's the new App Tracking Transparency Prompt. It's a feature that gives you a choice. A choice on how apps use and share your data.
Apps can track online behavior, including shopping habits, location, age, and even medical info. That data is being used to target us with specific ads. Apple's latest software update forces companies to ask for permission.
It's expected most users won't grant that permission, which could lead to big changes in online advertising.
Some are even calling this the adpocalypse.
CBS News tech reporter Dan Patterson says app developers and ad companies stand to lose billions of dollars.
Because they'll simply no longer be able to build businesses around selling targeted ads.
Facebook is one of the apps fighting against the Apple change. Earlier this year, the social network took out ads, arguing it will limit how small businesses reach customers. But tech experts say even with the new permission privacy setting, apps will still be able to gain some insight about users.
This allows you to still help advertisers make your messages relevant without telling them what you're doing Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m.
Alan Adamson is co-founder of the marketing firm Metaforce and says advertisers will adapt.
There'll be some new technology, it will change things, but it's not going to disable the marketplace at all.
Google is reportedly looking into anti-tracking software for Android devices, possibly giving its users the option 1 billion iPhone owners now have. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, good news tonight for the more than 100 million Americans who are fully vaccinated. Plus, can your employer mandate you get a shot and fire you if you don't? Plus, new privacy laws. Apple's plan to stop those sneaky apps from tracking you on your phone without your knowledge. The new details tonight. And our series, Unifying America, how a town is righting a wrong a century later. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Let's make healthy happen in 2021. Join and pay $0 enrollment going on now through April 30th. For more information, visit anytimefitness.com.
So you want to grow your business. That means getting paid however, wherever your customers are. That means money in your account instantly. That means expanding into delivery. Delivery.
Contactless payments deposited instantly with an Intuit QuickBooks bank account.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
What's the better DTA movement? Duluth Transit Authority is listening and working to improve your experience. Better routing, better bus stops, and better technology to plan your trips. Visit DuluthTransit.com to see how the DTA is making Twin Ports Transit better.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up tonight at 6. Duluth International Airport is adding 2 new nonstop flights operated by Sun Country. Direct flights to Fort Myers, Florida and Phoenix, Arizona will happen on Mondays and Fridays starting in December. Sun Country reps say there's a demand for more flights, especially to warmer destinations. Airport officials hope these flights can also serve as weekend vacation getaways. And tonight at 6, many COVID vaccine clinics are facing a lot of open appointments. That includes the mass vaccination clinic at Westman Arena in Douglas County. Tonight on the CBS 3 News at 6, we hear from clinic organizers about the number of vaccinations and what happens to unused doses. We'll also hear their thoughts about vaccine hesitancy. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.